Good morning, grateful pupils.
Good morning, Miss Victoria.
Can you please stand up? Rastaya, please come in front and lead the prayer.
O God Almighty, behold us, thy loving children, offering you today our works and studies. Help us, dear Lord, to be obedient to our teachers, kind to our companions, diligent with our studies, that we will merit the blessing for ourselves, for our school, and for our beloved country, the Philippines. Amen.
Okay. Can you please arrange your chair and pick up all the pieces under your chair? Okay. Class, who are absent today?
No one.
I am happy that all of you are present. Now, can you please give yourself a 5 clap? Very good. Now, before we proceed to our new lesson, who among you here can still remember our last discussion? Okay, Franstea.
Nervous system.
Very good, Franstea. Now, who can give me what is the control center of nervous system? Yes, again.
Brain.
Very good, Franstea. Now, before we proceed to our new lesson, let's have an activity first. This activity entitled X-ray Me. Are you familiar with X-ray?
Yes, Miss.
Now, can you please stand up, both of you? We're going to X-ray in this X-ray area. Come here, Franscara, stand up. Now, this picture, arrange this picture according to their own shapes. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay, please come here. Arrange it. Okay, try to X-ray them. Put inside. Yes. Where is the fish belongs? How about the butterfly? Okay, put there. Okay.
Mom, I can't go inside.
Gonna put it inside.
Yes.
Gonna look this in. Okay, I will help you. Okay, class. You may now take your seat. Class, what did you observe about these animals? What did you observe about them? As you can see, these animals have completely, while when you put this one, what do you observe? What do you observe on this picture?
Bone.
There is a bone, great. Now, our lesson for today is all about it's all about vertebrates and invertebrates. Now, before that, we are going to watch some video about the animal classification of vertebrates and invertebrates. Are you ready, children?
Yes, yes.
The world is full of many different types of animals.
Children, watch here.
Some swim, some fly, some breathe air, and some breathe underwater. Some have skeletons, and others don't. To help us understand the differences between the animals in our world, scientists classify or sort animals into different groups that share important characteristics. The two largest groups of animals are vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates are animals that have spines or backbones.
Listen carefully.
Invertebrates are animals that do not have backbones. Most of the animals in the world are invertebrates. Some examples of invertebrates are octopus and squid, insects, arachnids, starfish and sea urchins, jellyfish, crabs and lobsters, clams, and many more creatures. On land, most invertebrates are fairly small, but in the water, they may grow to much larger sizes, as the water will support them even without a skeleton. Vertebrates make up less than 5% of all animal species on Earth, but if I asked you to think of an animal, you would probably choose a vertebrate. Vertebrates are divided into different classes or groups. Several of these classes are specific types of fish. For example, jawless fish, like lampreys and hagfish, and cartilaginous fish, like sharks and rays. For simplicity's sake, these other classes are usually lumped together with bony fish and just called fish. The 4 remaining classes of vertebrates will all be very familiar: amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Let's look at the characteristics that make an animal a fish. Fish live in the water, and they can breathe underwater. They use gills, not lungs, to get oxygen from the water around them. Fish have scales and fins. They are cold-blooded, which means that they cannot control their own body temperature, which changes based on the temperature of the environment around them. Most fish also lay eggs. Amphibians are a group of animals that include frogs, toads, newts, salamanders, and more. Amphibians, like fish, are cold-blooded. Unlike fish, amphibians can live on land and in the water, and have smooth, moist skin. Amphibians lay their delicate jelly-covered eggs in the water. When the eggs hatch, the young may not look much like their parents, because some amphibians must go through metamorphosis, or a big change, to become adults. Aside from some fish, amphibians are the only vertebrates that undergo metamorphosis.
That is a crab.
Reptiles you might know are turtles, snakes, crocodiles, and lizards. Like fish and amphibians, reptiles are cold-blooded. Unlike them, reptiles are air-breathing animals and cannot breathe underwater. Even reptiles that live in the water must come to the surface to breathe. You can tell if an animal is a reptile instead of an amphibian if it has dry, scaly skin. Most reptiles lay eggs, but they are very different from the eggs of amphibians or fish. Their eggs are laid out of the water and have a protective shell. For the most part, reptile eggs have soft, leathery shells. Birds are easy to recognize. They are the only type of animals in the world to have feathers. Like reptiles, birds can only breathe air. All birds have 2 legs, and all birds also have wings, but not all birds fly. Unlike fish, amphibians, and reptiles, birds are warm-blooded. That means that they can maintain a constant body temperature.
Yes, can you please listen?
Birds lay eggs, but unlike the eggs of reptiles, birds' eggs have hard shells. The last group of animals we are going to talk about is mammals. Mammals are the group of animals that humans belong to. Like birds, mammals are warm-blooded and breathe air. Even mammals that live in water must come to the surface to breathe. All mammals have at least some fur or hair, although some have less than others. Almost all mammals give birth to live young instead of laying eggs. And all mammals feed their babies milk.
Listen first.
A fun fact about mammals is that mammals are the only animals to have ears that stick out. The animal kingdom is classified into many different groups based on animal characteristics to help us understand the world around us. Saying an animal is an invertebrate, a vertebrate, a fish, amphibian, reptile, bird, or mammal tells us many things about it that can help us to understand its needs and behavior. I hope you enjoyed learning about animal classification today.
Okay. Now, class,
Mom,
to fully
this-
understand this,
Mom,
I
this,
have some example here.
Mom, this has capybara.
Listen first. Do you know what kind of animal are these?
Yes.
What kind of animal are these?
Frogs.
How about this one?
Rat.
And this one?
Cow.
And this one?
Crocodile.
And this one?
Fish.
And these animals are belongs to vertebrates. Now, as you can see, these animals have a backbone. Vertebrates have backbone, are usually larger and faster than invertebrates, have a developed brain and skull, and have a complex nervous system. And these are the examples of vertebrates. And these vertebrates have a backbone. Did you get it, children? Now, class, do you have a backbone?
Yes, Mom.
Very good. Even human are vertebrates. Without our backbone, we cannot walk and stand up. And this is the important facts about invertebrates. Did you get it? Did you understand? Next. Do you know what kind of animal are these?
Yes, Mom.
What kind of animal are these?
Ant.
How about this one?
Butterfly.
And this one?
Starfish.
And this one?
Jellyfish.
And this one?
Shrimp.
And these animals are belongs to invertebrates because these invertebrates do not have a backbone, are usually small and slow moving, do not have well developed brain, and have a simple nervous system. Did you understand?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. Now, I am going to ask a question. What are the difference between vertebrates and invertebrates? Okay.
Vertebrates have a backbone. Invertebrates does not have a backbone.
Very good, Friends Thea. Now, what is the important facts of vertebrates? Okay, Friends Thea.
Tayo nga daw ay may vertebrates dahil kung wala ito, hindi tayo dahil kung wala ito, wala tayong backbone at hindi tayo makakatayo.
Okay, very good. We have an activity. Now, determine these animals which they are belong. If they are belongs to vertebrates and invertebrates. Now, can you please stand up, Franstea? Put here this kind of animals if there are vertebrates and invertebrates. Which frogs belong? Belongs to frogs that that has a backbone or don't count? Ah, very good. How about the rat? There is a bone, backbone. How about the cow? And the crocodile? Starfish? And the snake? Now, I will check your answer. Can you please sit down? Very good. Can you please bring out one piece of paper and then answer this? Write B if the animals are vertebrates and write IV if the animals are invertebrates. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will give you 5 minutes to answer that.
Ma'am, copy.
No, you just need write V if the animals are vertebrates and write IV if the animals are invertebrates. Okay, friends, Thea, are you done? Okay, you may pass your papers. You're done. Okay. And for your assignment, please bring out your science notebook and then copy this one. Are you done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, pupils.
Goodbye and thank you, Miss